Alright guys, so I'm back with my first video since I think February of this year. It's been several months. But I did want to make a channel update video today because I am planning on starting back uploading content on a more regular basis. That's something I've been wanting to do for a while. And I got quite a bit to talk about here. I am going to be making a few changes to the channel, and I'm going to go over some of the upcoming content that I do plan on putting up. So first and foremost, we are going to be rebranding the channel, which I made this account, I want to say it was back in 2009, if I remember right. It's been a long time. It was several years before I decided to actually use it to create content. And at the time, I made the channel in the name that I was using for the most part then on like forums and stuff, which was Pokemon Champ 5 spelled without the vowels. Now, I didn't think that was that hard of a thing to understand, but over the years, I've had people mistake it for quite a bunch of different things. People thought it stood for pumpkin chimp and things to do with Pikmin, and it's been all over the place. So between people not being able to pronounce it and people not being able to spell it, I thought it was probably a good idea to rebrand the channel into a name that's a lot simpler and more marketable, I guess, for lack of a better word. So I am going to be renaming the channel to Unbound Owl, which I think is a lot better of a name. I really like owls. I just think they're cool. So I am going to have that as the channel name going forward. I'll already have this set up by the time I upload this. So as you can see below, what I'm going to do for a little while is I'll have the new channel name and then the old channel name in parentheses beside it. Just long enough for people who are already subbed to kind of get used to the change. And then eventually I'll take the parentheses part away and just have the Unbound Owl name. Also, on top of that, we do have a new profile picture and channel art already set up with our little pixel art owl here. Which I did make this myself, which is why it's not very good. But it'll serve the purpose for now. Eventually I might replace it with something better if I can create something better in the future and my pixel art skills get any better or something. But yeah, so for right now, that is going to be the new name of the channel going forward. As far as content goes, it's going to be not a huge change from anything you're used to if you've been on this channel before. I am going to continue mostly doing video game related content. Some other stuff too as well, comics and such. But when last I was uploading videos, I did start doing a series on Hyperdimension Neptunia. I have finished that game and I have a crap load of footage of it. I just have to go through it and, pick out what I'm going to use and edit and all that. So I will continue that series and wrap that up. The other big project that I am going to be working on, I've already started. I've got a little recorded already. I do have Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days on the Switch, which I talked about this game last year, I think, back before it came out, which I ranted a little then about the price, and I might get into a little mini rant about that here now, because this game was digital only in the United States. And for some retarded reason, they decided to make this game $70 fucking dollars. Which, this is before, Tears of the Kingdom came out. So this was the first Switch game that was $70. And it's completely unjustifiable for that price. Now, I did not pay that price. In fact, I imported a physical copy from Japan, which I have here. And importing the physical copy actually came out cheaper than buying it digitally over here, which is completely absurd. I got this from PlayAsia for like $56, I think. And I bought something else with it, so I got free shipping too. So it's completely absurd that it was cheaper to import a physical copy from halfway around the planet than to just buy it digitally over here. But whatever, I do have the game, and I'm glad I did get a physical copy because I generally prefer physical media when I can get my hands on it. So I have that. I have the first additional Card Pass DLC, which I also did not pay full price for because I used all the gold points I built up from all the shit I bought off of the 3DS and Wii U eShops before those got cut off. I used those gold points to knock that down as much as I could. It was still too fucking high. But I have the DLC, at least the first parts. They actually added another giant fucking additional Card Pass too. That's another $65.49, I think. All the pricing for this game is completely out of control. I like the game. It's fantastic. I've waited a long time for a Vanguard game, and I'm really glad I finally got it. I got 300 and some odd hours, and it's already... I'm having a lot of fun with it, but the pricing is absurd. But anyway, what I plan on doing as far as the channel goes, I am going to be making deck profile videos. I have a proper microphone now too, so that's good. So I'll be doing deck profiles for not every single deck that's in the game, but every one that I'm playing, which is the vast majority of them. So I'll be doing profile videos for all of those, as well as fights to kind of show off the decks. My plan right now, since I haven't bought the second Card Pass yet, and I have no idea when I'm actually going to be purchasing that, I'm going to do version 1s of all the decks right now with just the cards from the base game and the first Card Pass. And then after I buy the second Card Pass, I'll do all the new decks in it, and then anything that got to upgrade from the cards in that set, I'll go back and do a version 2. I think that would be the best way to do it. So I can go ahead and be getting some out and still be able to show off the new stuff from the second Card Pass after I get it. Which it's not even entirely out now. I think there's 4 waves to it, and the third wave is out, I think, later this month. And I don't even know when the 4th wave is coming out, which is just a Stride deck set. But anyway, so we are going to have a ton of Cardfight Vanguard content coming to the channel. If you hate TCGs for some reason, unsub now, I guess. I don't know what else to tell you, because we're going to have a lot of that. But beyond that, again, we are going to have the Neptunia videos finishing up. I am going to be doing more commentary videos like this where I talk about stuff. Unfortunately, we have some server closures to discuss that are going to be coming up next year. I hope to get that video up maybe one day this week. Not totally sure. But I have that. I have picked up ISOM number 2 from Rippaverse Comics. So we'll probably be doing another discussion video about it, similar to the one I did for the first book that came out a while ago. And I already have Alpha Core number 1 pre-ordered as well. So when I get my hands on that, we'll probably be doing a video for it too. I believe next month is when the second wave of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC comes out. After that's out, I haven't watched a playthrough of the first part yet, so once the second one's out, I'll go through and watch all that, and then we'll probably do our obligatory damage report video, where we bitch about Pokemon some more. But beyond that, I do have several other games lined up that I want to do videos for. Hopefully I'll be able to get to those soon. I'm not going to name off any names now, because I tend to get sidetracked, especially with all these fucking server closures getting announced all the time. I have to deal with certain things on a timetable, and I kind of get sidetracked from what I originally had planned. But I do have a lot of stuff I want to do. I got a lot of things already recorded that I just have to get edited and uploaded. So there's a ton of new content coming. I hope to keep with not a strict schedule, but, at least a regular release schedule. So, yeah, we got a ton of great stuff coming up, and I hope everyone out there enjoys it. So, anyway, I guess that's all I got to say. So lots of luck to you and yours.